Hi, I'm Ken, and welcome to Hattie's Adventures, where you get to go on a journey, one step at a time. Alright, let's get on with today's video. So we're in the Hagia Sophia. Last year I was here, but I was on the bottom level. That level's now closed, and you can only come to the top level, or the second level, which previously has been closed. So yeah, it's good. I would have been at both levels, so I'm happy to see this. Alright, let's do a little bit of history on the Hagia Sophia. It's an important Byzantine structure in Istanbul and one of the world's greatest monuments. It was built as a Christian church in the 16th century under the direction of the Byzantine Emperor Justinian I. In subsequent centuries it became a mosque, a museum and a mosque again, which it currently is. The building reflects the religious changes that have played out in the region over the centuries, with the minarets and the inscriptions of Islam, as well as the lavish mosaics of Christianity. The resultant Hagia Sophia was built in a remarkably short time of about 6 years, being completed in 537 CE. The structure now standing is essentially the 6th century edifice, although an earthquake did cause some damage and a partial collapse of the dome in 558, but it was restored. There were 2 further partial collapses, after which it was rebuilt to a smaller scale and the whole church reinforced from the outside. It restored again in the mid-14th century. For more than a millennium it was a cathedral of Constantinople. After the Turkish conquest of Constantinople in 1453, Mehmed II had it repurposed as a mosque with the addition of a wooden minaret, a great chandelier, a mihrab, which is the niche indicating the direction of Mecca. Either him or his son erected the red minaret that stands on the southwest corner of the structure. The 2 identical minarets on the western side were built by renowned Ottoman architect Sinan in the 1500s. In 1934, Turkish President Kemal Ataturk secularised the building, and in 1935 it was made into a museum. In 1985, the Hagia Sophia was designated as a component of the UNESCO World Heritage Site, called the Historic Areas of Istanbul, which includes the city's other major historic buildings and locations. President Erdogan, the current president, made the controversial decision in 2020 to convert the building back into a mosque. Islamic prayers were held shortly after the announcement, with curtains partially concealing the building's Christian imagery. As Turkey's most popular tourist destination, the Hagia Sophia remained open to visitors. Okay, so there's a runic inscription was found in the Hagia Sophia, or a Viking carving. They're believed to be carved by Vikings in Constantinople during the 9th century. In 1964 the inscription was discovered on a parapet that you can see on the top floor in the southern gallery. Only parts of the first name, Halfdan, is legible. It was a common Viking age runic inscription. It is possible inscription in the Hagia Sophia has followed this template, so they tended to, like modern day, it basically says Halfdan was here. Very interesting, because this inscription was formed long before the Vikings' Vengarian Guard was a unit in the Byzantine army, so no one's sure when the Vikings, how long ago they were here. So this mosaic was done in around 1118, and it depicts the Virgin Mary and child. They appear at the centre. On either side of them is Emperor John II of the Comnenian dynasty and Empress Irene of Hungary. They appear to be offering a money bag and a rolled document. And over on the left here, this mosaic with Christ flanked by Constantine IX. Little nook here on the way down. It's a little surprise. Alright, so on the right have the Emperor Constantine, who established Istanbul, holding a model of the city. On the left, Emperor Justinian, who constructed the Hagia Sophia, holding its model. They both present the models to Virgin Mary and Child Jesus. So it was a church, first off. That's in the 10th century. It was a church. Wow. Right, so that's the Hagia Sophia, second level. Yeah, one off the bucket list. I'd say the second level is obviously not as impressive as being down on the floor. But I did, the Viking carving was something I particularly wanted to see. And I got to see it. Yeah, so it's fairly plain up there, but you do get a lot closer and close-ups of the Christian mosaics, which when you're on the bottom floor, obviously you couldn't see some of them because they're up at the back of the second level. But yeah, I mean, very impressive building, and will be for a long time. So that's pretty much it. Istanbul is done. It's a bit of dinner tonight, pack up. I've got a flight tomorrow with Royal Jordanian Airlines, heading to Jordan, fly to Jordan, then on to Egypt.
O bizi görmüş. Nereden biliyorum ama gördüm ben seni.
Alright, Egypt. See you tomorrow.